Well, getting ready to go from Smoky to Ceduna. You wouldn't be able to tell right now though, but it is going to get pretty dicey winds a bit later, but it's just magical today. Head out that way and make our way somewhere up there. On about 15, 16 knots straight into it. Not what we were expecting when we left, but it's what we've got. And across. Great stuff. Ridiculous. Had a lovely night on air. But we're gonna have to cool this trip a bit earlier because, well, tomorrow we're looking at 30 knot winds now, and Friday's not much better, so we make our way across there to the bottom of St. Peter's and then back into Ceduna, and call it a trip. We'll still do some other things, but the expedition part looks like we'll be pulling short because that wind is just crazy. I guess we'll admit defeat via the weather before it even attacks us. Get out of here. Just a beautiful day today, and it's hard to believe what's coming. It's not even any warning in the skies. Clear as. Gotta trust the forecasters. Stratosphere of the sky now. Clouds of doom. Wish we could stay. Oh. Well, we're trying to leave St. Peter's now, just to cross back to the mainland, and you can see how much these high level clouds come in. But we're playing shallow games again. So shallow. Find our way through. Get around there. Oh, starting to run out of water. Walking me boat. Crazy clouds. But yeah, we're about to pull in. Only one night out there in the field. It's a safer option, that's for sure. knots down. Just nuts. This is the top of Anxious Bay.
So I had my business then, we decided to run a commercial sea kayaking trip over here that was something a bit unique and a bit different. We didn't know of anyone else who'd paddle this area except the people who paddle around Australia. Did a recce, all got going. Dave, myself, Gordon Begg was the three instructors, and we had the fella who designed my kayak, the Nadji, a fella called Dave Winkworth came across.
Phil was there too.
Pardon?
Phil? Doddridge?
Yeah, Phil Doddridge was there. He was very friendly with Dave, and Dave wanted Phil to come to New South Wales, and Phil said, you come over here because we've got a trip going. So we set off from the other side of Streaky Bay. I don't know where we parked the camp the first night. Got to here the second day, and I'd done a recce, so I knew we had an out at Point Westall back there, and we were supposed to get around to Scale Bay. We were paddling along here, got to here, and we looked and thought, it's an interesting reef. And some people headed, you can see the wave breaking out the back, some people headed out there. We had a group of 10 people, or 4 instructors, 6. So we headed, some headed out the back, and some of us came across in here and decided to paddle parallel to the reef break. We're running, yeah, we parallel, so we're going out parallel that way, parallel to the way it's running. So we've got in there and we're paddling out, and it's like, okay, and we're running 4-metre waves very comfortably. You know, the waves are breaking. That's probably not far from what it is now. We're paddling along. The people out the back are there, so there's 6 of us in, and the rest are out the back. Gordon's got the people out the back. We're paddling along, and we look up on the horizon. Basically, the horizon's just white. We've got a wave coming. We estimated at 8 metres. Why? Because you double a 4-metre wave, you get 8. And Phil Doddridge looked up to see Dave's kayak vertical in the water. It's nearly a 6-metre kayak. It had water above and below it. And so Dave's kayak's vertical in the water. Anyhow, we're paddling along. Out the back, saw the wave. What can we do? Paddle. So we paddled. I was in front with Dave Winkworth. There were in like 3 groups of 2. We got up over the wave. I turned around when I got to the top, looked back down the wave, and I saw him. I can still close my eyes. His eyes with this, you know, just bugging. Kayaking was the guy you met at Port Wakefield. His eye, and Gavin was alongside of him, the other person, and their eyes they went up, and we looked back, and Dave and Phil didn't make it. I was like, oh my God. And I seriously thought I was going to pick up a body, because you get a wave that big that's broken. We turned around, and I said to Dave, so we've got to go and get them. So we both turned around, because the wave had gone by then, and David had apparently done almost 100 metres rolling, because he got picked up in the wave and just got cartwheeled about 3 times. He had a Kevlar kayak that was snapped in halves completely. It was about this much joined his raider together. We tried to cut it with a knife that wouldn't cut. So we got a boat that's broken. Luckily, one of the most relieved days of my life was to see Dave coming up and say, oh my God. He's actually safe. It's like, wow.
Crazy. Wow. And how did it feel, by the way, being
Oh, you rolled up.
rolled over and rolled back up?
You get freaked out.
What are you making here, Meow?
Puttanesca.
Your 75th Puttanesca on your 75th birthday. And you've left an impression because you got Puttanesca happening over here.
It's a Puttanesca off. Oh yeah.
Puttanesca off, yes. To you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Malcolm. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip, hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
blow them out or fart them out.
You old fart.
I know. Yeah, that would come up. So.